Folks here. Good.
Wow.
Hey, good
Hey
afternoon,
everyone.
morning, evening, everybody.
Hey everyone.
Welcome. Yeah, look who I've got with me today. I got Ben from Beneficial Tarot, and I absolutely
Thank
love the
you.
play on words.
Oh,
Absolutely.
thank you. Yes. Well, I
Yeah,
thought I've got to put my name in somewhere.
absolutely. You're very punny. Yes, you're
Yeah.
very funny. Yes.
Thank
So
you.
I was thrilled to find Ben on watching Gerald Tarot Stash channel. And I know, and Ron knows you, I guess.
Yes,
Unconditional
he's
love.
lovely. I
He
love
knows who
Ron.
you are.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yay, Ben is right. I'm thrilled to have him here. And it is what, 9 p.m. in the UK right
9
now?
p.m. here.
9
Yeah,
p.m.
yeah.
And he, yeah. So he's already had all that part of the day, and I haven't even had lunch yet. So we're all
Well, do you know what, Ali? It's an absolute pleasure to be on with you, and I've been looking so forward to meeting you because I've been watching your videos, and you seem such a lovely person. So thank you for inviting me on.
Thank you so much, Ben, for agreeing. I'm
You're
thrilled to
welcome.
find new people and introduce them to
Yeah.
others.
Yes.
And I do have your channel. If you're looking at the the screen of what's going on with this particular thing, it's there.
Oh,
And
thank you.
I will have you post it as well. We'll post it as well before
Thank
we
you.
leave today. Yeah, we
Okay.
want your channel to grow,
Thank
and
you.
so that you can get a community board and all kinds of things.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
oh,
yes,
he's
that'd be
been on
great.
you. Oh, you've been on Ron's channel twice. Well, there you
I
go.
have. I've
Okay.
done readings with Ron. It was much fun. We
Wow,
had a great, and Gerald was
isn't
on
he?
there as well, actually.
Uh-huh.
We had a good laugh. We were in
That is
tears laughing.
that's great. That is so good. Oh my
Really
goodness.
lovely.
So I was telling Ben when I found him that my relatives are close enough to him, in a different
Yes.
country, but in the UK. And oh, here's Gerald.
Hey,
Hi, Gerald.
Gerald.
Yeah. And so I feel like we have somewhat of an affinity in that
We
regard. So
do.
yeah,
And it's strange because
yeah,
I'm going on holiday to Wales, and when you said that, I was like, oh, wow.
I know.
It's a small world, isn't it?
It is a small world. Yep. And this community and the ability to be able to do these kinds of
Yeah.
programs with
It's
people from
amazing.
wherever they are in the world is
Yeah.
really wonderful. So
Yeah,
I'm really
it's what I
happy.
love about YouTube. It's the
Yeah,
connections you make, isn't it, with people? It's just it's
definitely.
amazing. I made so many friends on here. It's lovely.
I know. I know. Once traveling is opened more up and we're not
Yeah.
having a war in a certain part of the
Oh, I
world, I
know.
want to do some traveling and I want
Me
to visit
too.
all of you people. There's been
Ali,
so
you're invited down here anytime.
that's
Anytime.
sweet. And you are as well.
Oh,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
I got a spare room just for
Oh,
anybody that comes
lovely.
to visit. Yeah. Yeah. So I do want to say hello. Hi, Dawn McBride, and to Lee Reeve.
Hey, Lee. Hey,
And
Don.
who else is here? Taro Stash, Gerald, and Ron, and Janet, Deb H. Hi, thanks for coming. Hi, Kelly. Hi,
Hey, Janet.
Kelly.
Hey, Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly's a wonderful. Sue, Butterfly
Oh,
Kisses. Thank you for coming by. Robin Siskin. It's good to see
hey,
you all.
Robin. Wow,
Yeah,
not lovely crowd.
I know. We got a few people here today. So thank you so very much for all being here. I love
Yeah,
my community. I love my chat people. So
yeah,
thank you.
amazing.
I know. So we're going to talk a little bit like I usually do. Hi, Scott, Scorpio Moon. It's nice to see you.
Hi, Scott.
Um, so I'm going to talk to you a little bit about your process, your
Yeah.
journey, I guess,
Yes.
into this kind of a realm, and
Yeah.
then at the end, everybody will throw some mini readings at the
Yeah.
very end. So keep in mind if you have any questions, that's perfectly fine. So I
Yeah.
did ask Ben about his hat,
Yeah.
and
It fell flat, didn't it? The response.
No, it was actually really an awesome answer. He is not really a New York Yankees fan.
No.
He liked the hat. And
I
my
did.
son used to do the same thing. We'd get
Yeah.
hats for all different sports
Yeah.
teams and things. And
Yeah. It's amazing because
every,
loads of people said to me, "Oh, you're a Yankees fan." I'm like, and then I was like, "Oh, it's the hat." I realized it was the hat, and I went into the shop because I love this hat, and I was like, "Oh my God, it's a Yankees hat." And I didn't realize, believe it or not,
oh,
that it
okay.
was until I joined YouTube, and people were like, "Are you a Yankees fan?" And I'm like,
You're a
"Oh,
Yankees fan.
I must be."
Yes, absolutely.
But
Yes,
yeah, I'm
absolutely.
known as a Yankees fan now with the hat.
Oh, that's so funny. I lived in Boston, near Boston, for a lot of my life, and
Yeah.
I've traveled and lived everywhere else. But when I was there, I had a young man from, I don't know if he was from Germany or he was, he was from Europe, whatever. It was a second language. English was a second language.
Yeah.
And as a Boston person, which I'm not a sports person, so, people would say, the Red Sox and the Yankees always have this.
Yes. Yeah.
Absolutely. So this fellow said to me, Allie, I don't get it. I saw a bumper sticker that says Yankees suck. And I said, oh, he said, I thought they were a really good team. And I said, they're really good. They are a good team, but Boston people think they suck. He didn't get it at all. It's like, oh, okay, now I get it. Funny?
I know. I know some people have said to me, oh, well, I'm a fan of the Red Sox. And they feel a bit like, and I'm like, I don't know them, but I'm sure they're good as well.
Oh, yes, they're real big adversaries, those two, Ben wears a hat because you never know what rabbit he will pull out of it.
It's true, Ron, isn't it?
There you go.
He knows this.
Hi, Susa. I'm glad you're here. It's nice to see you. And Rosie. Hi.
Hi, Rosie.
Yeah. So, Ben, tell us about what even interested you in wanting to learn about the tarot or learn about spiritual stuff.
Do you know, I think I've been interested in tarot ever since I was a kid, really, because it all started when I was very young, and my mum used to take me to the video shop, and she'd say, go and pick a video, and I'd be about 6 or 7 at this time, and I'd go and pick a video, and I'd go straight to the horror section because I loved anything supernatural. So I'd go straight to like the Amityville Horror, Poltergeist, all those films. And she didn't look at the film; she used to just take it and bring it home, and I'd just
she trusted you.
She did. And I was like, she didn't realise until like after that what she'd actually thought.
I see.
And I'd watch them, but I was so fascinated by it. And it was on like those kind of films that I saw about tarot cards. And in those days, as a kid, I used to think that you turned a card over and that would happen to you. So if you turned over death, you'd die. And I was like, I was absolutely petrified.
Yeah.
And then I realised that that's what the tarot wasn't about. And my friend and me, we were at her grandmother's house because her grandmother was on holiday and we were looking after the house for her. We were about 13. And my friend was looking through her cupboards, which is really naughty to do. But she found these tarot cards. And I was a little bit dubious. I was like, oh, don't mess with them. I'm not, because I was brought up a Christian and all this. And my nan always used to say, oh, don't mess with things you don't know about. But the next day, my friend invited me down and she'd been using them and she said, let's do a reading. And Ali, I loved it. I was absolutely hooked. I realized that, it was a great way to kind of find things out about yourself. That, when you turned the death card out, it didn't mean death. It meant change and things like that. And it meant these wonderful things. And every night after that, we used to like read each other's cards, and we looked through the instruction book at first, but then we just started using our own intuition as well. And that like helped. But from then we loved it. And back in those days, there wasn't as many tarot cards in the shops like there is today. There's so many. There's
only like types. 2 or 3 selections. Yeah.
That's it. And we read, and then when I was about 15, 16, I kind of lost track of tarot, and then like work life comes into it and things like that, my career and that. And then a couple of years ago, I got back into tarot again, and I came onto YouTube and realised that there were so many people that were into tarot, and I thought, wow, this is amazing. And for about a year, I lurked because I was like, oh, could I start a channel? Could I do this? And it's very nerve-wracking, isn't it? When you
is nerve-wracking when you start.
Yeah, you don't know how to feel. And I thought, I'd been a bit of a hermit as well. I'd just go to work, come home, and I didn't really go out much. I thought, I need to build up connections with people again. And I thought, I'm going to start my channel. So I did, and I met some lovely people, and we've had some, and it just opened up from there, really. And I'm learning so much from the community about how they read tarot and how they read cards. So really, that's how it all started for me.
That's
so
wonderful.
It's kind of always been there. So it's nice.
Yeah. I have similar situation, not with tarot cards, but just with all delving into the spirituality part of it. I would do this, a little bit of that, like I did crystals and but when I was in the 6th grade, my mother bought me a Ouija board.
Oh yes, yes. Me and my friend played with them.
And now, of course,
Fascinating.
people, and at the time I remember being, this little 6th, 7th grader, and we're all trying to figure out what's our husband's name going to be,
Yes, yeah.
And now I think to myself, oh God, I wouldn't want to open up that can of worms.
I
That's
know.
just, it's creepy,
But isn't it fascinating when you're young and you think, oh, well, how does it move? And I know me and my friend
Right.
were so fascinated by it, scared at the same time, but we really wanted
Uh-huh.
to play around with it. And we did play around with it.
Uh-huh.
And there are experiences that we had which we were like a bit, oh, but at
Really?
this,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah, the one experience I remember was I was at her neighbour's house and her neighbour was there and she wanted to talk to her mom. She says,
Hmm.
well, see if my mom's on the Ouija board. So we asked if her mom was there and she wasn't touching the board, but it spelled out her mom's name, when she died,
Oh,
when she was born. So
wow.
really
Uh-huh.
strange. And the whole room went really cold
Hmm.
and the doors to the front room just opened as if someone had just walked in.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh my
and the neighbour
goodness.
felt like someone had touched her and it scared her, and so we
Oh,
stopped
sure.
it. It was like,
Yeah.
oh, but it was fascinating. But after a while, it's because people say it's a door that sometimes you might not be able to
Be able
close,
to
and
close. Yeah. Yeah.
but there's
Yeah.
there's a lot to it. I mean, there's someone who does a YouTube channel who talks about the positive uses of it,
Sure.
but it, it,
Yeah.
it depends on people, how people feel, isn't it, themselves
Right.
about
And
it.
what your
So
intentions are, what the
yes,
intentions of that. Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because I had a woman who taught me all about Native American
Yeah.
spirituality, and we did all kinds of things,
Oh
power
wow.
circles and medicine wheels. But she also was into table tipping.
Oh, yes, I've heard of
And
that.
so we decided one night to do a table tip.
Mm,
And some of the people that came to do it, I wasn't familiar with them and they weren't in our group,
mm,
but they wanted to do it. So she let
yeah,
them come. And we're all standing around and the table's tipping and we're going, oh my God, we're not
mm,
touching anything. And those girls were mortified. They were
really,
so scared after
yeah,
that and my friend said they went home and pulled their Bibles out and started reading passages and praying
yeah.
and
I know,
yeah,
this is I
yeah.
think it's sometimes because I found, like, with people, especially teenagers as well, they just do
Mhm.
it as a laugh, and I think if you go
Right.
into it like that, you're gonna scare yourself, aren't you? But I
Mhm.
know people who are very religious are very against it, aren't they?
Oh,
But
yeah. Yeah.
personally, I wouldn't say I wouldn't use one again, but it'd have to be in the right setting and
Right
with the right
circumstances.
people, yeah.
Right.
Because I think
Right.
if you treat it with respect, I think you can get better
Right.
results than if,
No,
but
you can.
it's such a funny subject, isn't it? Because I've
It
mentioned it
is a funny
before,
subject. Yeah,
and it,
it is.
it
And I think about Madame Blavatsky and some of the other spiritualists that were in England during the Victorian age and what they
yes,
used to do.
yeah,
Excuse me. And you know, it was part of the culture.
mm,
It really was. It wasn't,
yeah,
maybe it was on the fringes of the culture, but they
yeah,
would try to bring the spirits in. Of course, some of them were
mm,
were what they say, smoke and mirrors.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes. I know, yeah. It's so interesting though, isn't it? And I think there's definitely something to it. Whether it comes through yourself, I don't know, but I find it fascinating. I
It is.
really do.
It
I
is.
love reading about it and the
Uh-huh.
history of it and everything, and it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, you're in a prime location to go to some of these buildings that are,
Yes.
thousands of years or 1,000 years old or more. And here in the
Yeah.
United States, the oldest thing we've got is probably about 1690
Yeah.
or something,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
no, I love like going to National Trust Place we have here. It was like old houses and stuff that you can go round, and
oh,
they do
okay.
ghost tours and stuff like that. Which, would you
Mm.
believe, Ale? I've never been on a ghost tour, and I really want to go on one, so I'm going to do it this year,
Well,
hopefully.
good. Just protect yourself because you don't want any
Yes,
bad ghosts. But
no,
otherwise,
that's true.
why not? You'll probably end up seeing one as long as you don't
Yeah,
bring them home to you,
I know. Well, they say this, don't they? Because some people say, "Oh, they get attached to people." I was like, "Oh, is
They
that
can,
true?"
and they can
But
come with you. They can move
yeah,
from their location, so be
I
careful with
know.
that. Yeah,
Protection, definitely.
yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I know there are always good and bad things,
Mm,
with every part
yeah, there is.
of life, I guess. But
Yeah,
spirituality has so many different areas that can be examined and
it
fun.
does. And it's fascinating, isn't it? Because I'm learning so much from talking to different people and what they
Uh-huh.
believe in and where, you know, their roots and things like that. And it's
Right.
I find
Right.
it all fascinating, you
It
know,
is.
and it's like there's
Yeah.
definitely something, you know, I feel out there, isn't there?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, and people are even spending a lot more time now on talking about the aliens, if, you know,
Yeah. I've got a
excuse me.
friend in the UK that we talk about aliens and stuff, and I think there's definitely some. I believe there's got to be, hasn't there? I
Oh,
think
yeah. I've seen a UFO actually.
have
So,
you?
yeah,
Oh
when I was
wow,
about 10. Yeah.
yeah. Where
And,
was that, Ali?
it was where I lived on the East Coast. And
Yeah.
my friend and I had gone down to get an ice cream cone. I was in like the 6th grade, and she and I were walking up the hill back to my house, and there goes a UFO over us.
Wow.
And it doesn't make any noise, but
No.
it's bright. There's a lot of bright lights. So you look up because it was dusk.
Yeah.
And my father, he was so funny. He said, "You must have had rum rays and ice cream with the rum on the bigger part of it,
Because he
and my
didn't
mother
believe.
said, "Don't you say that. Remember the
No.
boys, my brothers had seen one when they were
Yeah.
younger."
It's
So, yeah.
fascinating. My friend said to me that someone she knew very well, who would never have made anything up like this, said
Uh-huh.
that they were driving home one and they saw these flashing lights in this field. So they stopped to look and they walked over to the field
Yeah.
and they said this huge aircraft, weird aircraft, just lifted up and shot off in space.
Yeah,
And
very
they'd never
fast.
seen very,
Hmm.
yeah, very
Yeah.
fat, and they'd never seen anything like it. And
Hmm.
he's not the kind of person that would like make anything like that up. And it
Right.
kind of scared him. He was like, he didn't
Sure.
know what to make of it at the time.
Right.
But I love things
Well,
like
and
that.
they have so many of those movies out there that say they're all gonna
Yeah.
come and kill us and all that stuff,
Oh,
so
I
that's why
know.
we get more fearful, I'm
Yeah,
sure. Yeah,
absolutely. But I love
yeah.
like the X-Files. Have you ever watched the
Oh,
X-Files?
yeah.
Yeah. Love
Yeah,
that
that
kind
was
of
a
thing.
really cool show. It really
Yeah.
was. There were some other shows that were earlier in the 'cause Star Trek started us out in the
Oh,
60s,
yeah, yeah.
and, then, well, Star Wars, Star Trek,
Star
all that
Wars.
other stuff came along.
Yeah,
But yeah, it really brought a lot of us, at least in my generation, it brought a lot of us a lot of awareness.
yeah,
And then, we just enjoyed learning more and more about
yeah,
out there, not
yeah.
just here.
And this is the thing with the internet though, isn't it? Because like even on Facebook now, they've got groups that talk about like
Yeah.
UFOs, that are people every day taking footage. And it's like,
Yes,
wow, we're in that age now where we can
we are.
capture these kind of things.
Yeah, and they have opened up more now. The governments
Mm,
have opened up more now.
yeah.
Not completely, but
Yeah,
yeah.
better
Yeah.
than they were.
Yes.
Definitely. But the
Well,
Roswell incident was an interesting one,
no,
wasn't
it
it, in
was.
America?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. It
Love
really
reading that.
was. I know. That's great. Oh, look at this. Andrea Galvin is a great gal. She teaches us
Hi,
a lot.
Andrea.
And she says go to Exeter, Devon in England, or
Oh.
Cathedral Close if you're going to England.
Oh, yes, I
There's
know.
ghost energy there. And a
Oh,
tea shop
wow.
built in 1300s. Ooh, now
I'm
you make me
there.
want to go there. That's
Get me there.
awesome. Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that. Thanks, Andrea. I'll check that out
Uh-huh.
because I love visiting places like that that are really old.
Yeah,
It's
yeah. Just
amazing.
the energy. I've had the
Mm,
energy, and not a ghost energy, but if you go into a sacred space, like if you
yeah,
go into a cathedral or whatever,
yeah,
even though I'm not religious, just the
yeah,
beauty of the feeling that comes in some of those
yeah.
churches is amazing. Yeah.
We've got like Stonehenge here and Glastonbury. A lot
Yes.
of people talk about with the tour and that, and a lot of people say that when they go to the tour, which is like this huge monument, they feel like this energy around
Oh
them.
yeah. Yeah.
And I thought, oh, I've got to go there, and I
Yep.
think it's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
I love it.
Oh, yes, that's true. I'm talking about the original Star Trek.
I love the original Star Trek
Okay,
girls
good.
as well.
That's good. That's good.
I do.
We like it all. Yeah, that's good.
Are you a Star Trek fan then, Ali, or do you like
Yeah, pretty
Star Trek?
much. Yeah,
I
I
love
used
Star Trek.
yeah, I do. Yeah, I don't know. There's just something about it. I've always been a fan of time travel shows
Yes,
and
me too.
Star Trek and that kind of thing.
Do you like
Um,
Twilight Zone?
oh, when I was a kid, I didn't. I used to be
No, it's
so afraid,
scary.
but now I like it. It's okay. But I
Yeah.
wasn't like you. I didn't pick those scary movies.
No.
All the movies I think I watched Damien, Omen 1,
Oh,
one of
Omen,
those.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
that scared the crap out of me for months and months. So yeah, now I'm a
Well,
little bit.
I think the Amityville Horror was the one that really scared me because it was they say it's based on a true story, but I've since read stuff
Right.
and people say it's a
Yeah,
hoax and all that stuff. But I love that film. It's one of my
I know.
favorites.
Yeah,
It's the
I
house with the
understand.
eyes, isn't it? That's like, wow.
That's funny. Well, there's a lot of them around, and I know that
Mm.
there is actually a ghost tour in different places. I believe there's one in Seattle, but I know there's one in New Orleans. They have all the time,
Oh, I
and
bet they
that's a
do.
pretty old
Yeah.
area as well. And
Yeah.
Lauren's saying the missions around San Antonio have a spirit. I believe that. Although,
Oh,
Lauren, when I was in San Antonio and was on there's a river walk that you can take. When I saw the Alamo and it had everything built around it, I was really disappointed. And so somebody said, "Well, it was built a long time ago. They didn't think about the
yeah.
fact that we were
Yeah.
going to come here, and want to see it." But
Yeah.
it surprised me. It was like, "Oh
Yeah.
my God, there's a Walmart, right?" Or whatever it
Yeah.
was,
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of funny.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay,
I'll
so
meet.
she'll meet you on the second floor of the tea shop.
Oh, Andrew, that'd be lovely. I'd like that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Wow. So yes, I'm a big Outlander fan as well. And
Oh, yes, I've heard of that. Yeah.
I know it's not England, but it's Scotland, but there's
Yeah.
some really wonderful time
Yeah.
travel stuff
Yeah. I love
it,
time travel stuff.
and it revolves around stones. That's what
Yeah.
just like the Stonehenge. And we have actually a good friend of mine owns what is called America's Stonehenge. And
Oh.
it is on the East Coast. And his father found this property that had all these stones and caves, and they were all
Oh,
built.
wow.
And so it's not exactly, of course, but they always go and celebrate the solstice and the
Yeah.
equinox and everything there.
There's an energy though, like you say, isn't there, in those places that makes you feel, I don't know, it's just so interesting. I love it.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
anything like that.
Kelly says she has family that lives in, is it Siluth? How do you say that?
I
Siluth?
don't, is that Scotland or is that in England?
Is it in England,
Kelly?
Kelly? He thinks he had some relatives in Canada. And that's where Kelly's
Yes,
from. Yeah.
I have got relatives in Canada. I need to find out who they are because my nan had a list and I thought I've got to find that list.
Yeah.
And connect
Yeah.
with
You got to
them.
dig through all the old diaries and all the
Yeah,
things like that people have it. Yeah.
absolutely.
Hello, Rhonda New. Thanks for coming, everybody.
Hey, everyone.
I'm seeing all kinds of people. Key West was haunted, Janet, when you lived there. Wow. I've not been to Key West. That's like UK top left corner, she says.
Oh, okay. Oh,
If you're
okay.
looking,
Yes,
if
I
you're
think I know
looking
where
at a
she means.
map, okay.
Yeah, I've got it in my head. I think I know where she means. Oh,
Okay.
wow.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kelly, we'll have to check it out.
Definitely. There is a very strong tie with people who immigrated from the UK to Canada and to the United States, of course.
Yeah.
Of course, King George wasn't happy with all of that, but you've got to watch, actually, if you get a chance to watch the movie Hamilton. Have you heard of it before?
I have heard of it, and I've never seen it, Ali, but I would love to watch
the guy
that.
that plays King George is a riot. He sings this song, and yeah, he's very funny. So
I need to watch that.
You
I
do.
love films. I love films and stuff, and especially about the history of stuff. It's like, I love anything like that. But isn't it amazing how, we've all got relatives everywhere, haven't we? When you do these ancestral things, it's just really fascinating. But I was saying to you earlier that I absolutely love America. I think it's because of all the American films I've watched from years ago.
Yeah,
but
I can understand.
It's just different. But I think it's what you grow up on sometimes, isn't it?
It is. It absolutely. I was telling Ben that I first saw the Office British version with Ricky Gervais and all those guys. And Ricky has some pretty nasty humor, but I admire him so much. I think he's really brilliant, and I love his series that he's doing on what is it? The Death series. It's like a series of Afterlife. I think it's called Afterlife.
Oh, yes, that's right. Afterlife. Yeah.
It's really, really good. And this particular season is the best I've ever seen. But I love Ricky and I loved all the other ones. And but I love British humor. And
Yeah.
like I
Oh, I'm
said,
so
Americans
glad.
don't get it. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Americans don't.
know.
I
It's
know, they
strange,
don't.
isn't it?
My
I
son
know.
and I my son was born in '84, so
Yeah,
he and I watched everything in the British
yeah,
way,
yeah,
and he and I, just loved it. So
yeah.
other people will go, "Why do you think that's funny?" I said, "It is.
I
I
mean, it's
can't."
the same here. That it's weird, isn't it? Because here, some people don't get American humor, but I love American humor. I
Uh-huh,
get
that's
it.
good.
I think it's
That's
so
good.
fun. But
Yeah,
I also I think it's having appreciation for both, isn't it?
I think so. I think
Yeah,
so. Yeah,
it's
like the
fun.
Ministry of Silly Walks, things
Yes,
like
yes, yes.
it's very, very funny. Oh, hello, Judith from the Netherlands.
Hi,
Very
Judith.
good. Welcome, welcome. Oh, Kelly
Oh,
says her grandfather's brother moved there to that Sumulf,
oh, okay.
and they just discovered each other.
Oh, that's
It's
amazing,
amazing. That's
Kelly.
really awesome.
Isn't that
Yeah,
lovely when things like that happen?
absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely.
wow.
So primarily, so you're working with a lot of shows with Gerald and Ron and
Yes.
probably maybe Kelly, a couple other people.
I am on
Um,
Kelly's coming up actually for the
oh,
first time. I've
good.
got
Oh,
one
good.
with Kelly, so yeah, that'll be
Good.
good.
Yeah, she is so wonderful. I
She's
love that girl.
lovely. Yeah.
She really is. Um, but do you have shows in particular right now or how do you do your reading, your readings when
Yeah,
you
so
Yeah. Okay.
last year I kind of just did flip throughs and the odd videos.
Mhm.
I didn't do lives for ages, and the only lives I did was like I went on Gerald's, who's just wonderful, and I
I
loved
know.
going on his live. So I thought, oh, I don't need to do lives because he's so good that I just
He
liked
is.
going on
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, he's
But
so
then
much fun. Yeah.
I went on a live with Gerald and Richie from Longman Tarot where we talked about Word of the Year, and mine was about connections. And I thought, well, this year I want to connect with people more. So
Yeah.
what I have started doing readings with people more, and I've started doing that on my own channel. And the first one I did was with Gerald and Tanji, where we just
Uh-huh.
read for people, and I really enjoyed it because I think it gives you practice as well, and I
It
think I
does.
needed the practice because I
Mhm.
love looking at tarot and doing it on my own, but
Right.
it's great to practice on other people as well. So I've started doing that, and I went on Ron's channel, which was really good as well. We did 3
Uh-huh.
hours, I think, on Ron's
I
channel.
know it's a marathon.
Yeah, but it was so. Do you know, it went so quickly. I think we had
Oh,
that
good.
much fun, and we were laughing and that. It was
Oh,
fab.
good. Uh-huh.
Um, and yeah, so that's it. Really. But I have had like a couple of shows where I've had chats with people, but only really chats with people I know because like when you're starting out, you don't know how you're just
I
feeling
know.
your way around and that. But
Yeah.
I've loved
Yeah.
going on other people's channels, and I was so glad when you asked me, Ali, because it's
Oh,
lovely to meet
good. Yeah.
people like
No,
yourself and that.
I definitely would love to see you up because you're great and you will be
Oh, thank
practicing with
you.
others. And then you'll
Yeah,
find who you're really comfortable connecting with too when you do it. Like you say, when you
yeah,
read together, the
yeah.
synchronicity is amazing and it brings
Absolutely.
everybody up and there's like what they call a psychic bounce that
Yeah,
goes on.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
when I did a reading with Gerald and Tanji, we
Uh-huh.
the readings were quite in sync with each other, and it's amazing, isn't it, that you're each getting similar cards.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Mhm.
Gerald's just so funny and fun to be with as well, that it made everything fun
Sure.
and light, and Tanji's lovely as well. And it's
Good.
lovely, isn't it, when you find
It
people
really
that
is.
are
It
similar
really
and that.
is.
So yeah.
Yeah. I was telling Ben, I see you in there, Gerald. So I'm going to tell you, I have a really interesting tarot deck that's nobody else has. So you'll
Oh,
probably have to have me come on for my top 5 or whatever it is.
yes.
It's amazing. I'm not going to say
Oh,
anymore. I already
wow.
told Ben what it is, but I'm not going to tell anybody else. Yeah.
Excited. Can't wait.
I know. Yeah. Yeah.
That'll be
Wouldn't it?
fab.
Oh, somebody said, oh, Kelly is having you on March 18th.
Yes.
So
Oh,
everybody
yes,
can,
she
yeah.
is. Oh, it'll
And
be good. Looking
And
forward to it,
Janet
Kelly.
says, travel with this group would be fun. It would be, wouldn't it?
Oh,
It would be
yeah.
so much fun on a
Yeah.
bus going all over Europe.
Oh, I'd love that. With
I
people
know.
from the community as well. And we'd all have
Yes,
so
that's what,
much in
yeah,
common talking about tarot and stuff, wouldn't we?
that's
We'd
right.
just be amazing.
That's
I'd love
right.
that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The people in the community I really believe the people in the community are only, maybe they don't want to do what we're doing because not just because they're maybe introverted, but because they aren't feeling like called to that, which is fine.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I think they're all very spiritual. And I think actually
yeah.
it will all work out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that, there are
Yeah.
people that I've watched over here, like Kelly. I
Yeah.
watched Kelly over here. I
Yeah.
watched other people over here.
Yeah.
In my friend Deb H, she came on and did an interview with me. She doesn't have a channel, but that's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Carter Mancy came on, with different people.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing them like the Munchkins on the
Yeah.
Wizard of Oz kind of
Yes.
come out wherever you
Yeah.
are.
Yeah. You know what, Ali? That's thanks to you as well, because you're someone that brings people out, I think. And it's
I
so
like
nice when you've
like
got
to do
someone
that.
like yourself that interviews
Thank you.
people, and it's lovely to see as well, And I think there's people out there, like you say, who haven't got channels yet,
Right,
but kind
right.
of perhaps want to step their toe in, and to go on a live like this is a great first
It
step,
is a
I
great
think,
chance.
isn't
It
it?
is a great chance. So Ben, yeah.
Yes, Gerald, I agree. Ali, you're always welcome,
Oh yes, I know, but
I
you
will
he
let you
wants you to
know.
host. There you go.
He
Yeah,
does. Well,
yeah.
yeah, that's because he can do anything he wants on my channel, you see.
That's very true. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think we feel sometimes more comfortable being on someone else's channel and
Yeah,
not so nervous. So
yeah.
are you by nature an introvert?
Yes, I am actually. I would say so.
You just don't know how many people I've interviewed that have said they are definitely
Yeah, and
introverted.
you don't think it when you first meet people, but actually very much so. And it took me a lot to get a YouTube channel because I was so I never went out.
Okay.
I used to years ago when I was a teenager, used to go clubbing and things like that. But then
Mhm.
I just kind of got stuck in a rut where I just went to work and that was it really. Which is why I thought, oh no, I need to get back out there because there was something calling me to
Yeah,
do something. It didn't feel right just to be closed up all the time.
I
So
understand. Yeah,
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 it's funny, but you're right. I've spoke to a few people who've said the same. They're very much
yeah,
introverts, but
yeah,
yet they still want that
absolutely.
connection with people, and I think
They
that's
do.
important.
And we especially wanted it. It became more and more important for us, I believe, during the pandemic when we were stuck at home.
Yes.
And even if you weren't on here then, you
Yeah.
still had more time to think
Yes.
about what was going on and that kind of
Yeah.
thing. That's actually
Yeah.
what brought me here in November.
Yeah.
Just I sought out what's going to happen with the
Yeah.
pandemic and with
Yeah.
the crazy man in the White House. And
Yeah.
that really, the community
Yeah.
helped me get through that because,
Yeah.
that was scary, very
Yeah.
scary.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can imagine. And I
Yeah.
think, a lot of people started to come into YouTube and stuff during the pandemic times because there was nothing else to do as well. And I think,
Mhm.
people wanted that connection again with people, didn't they? That we
Yeah.
perhaps couldn't like we could before. So it's
Mhm.
nice that, and
Mhm.
I think the lovely thing is when you find a community like this, you feel so connected to people because you all like the similar things, don't
Similar
you?
things. You
Yeah,
feel you don't have to worry about what you say
yeah,
as far as that's really weird, even though
yeah,
it may be some things are probably like when we
yeah,
talked about aliens, I think some
yes,
people are a little off on that.
yeah,
But
yeah,
but yeah, you know that it's mostly we all sort of agree
yeah,
on most of the same things.
yeah,
Yeah. Kelly says
absolutely.
she enjoys the lives that you do when you go through the decks and
Oh,
you talk.
yes.
Yeah, yep,
Oh,
that's
thank you,
awesome.
Kelly. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's so much fun. And Gerald does a lot of casuals with decks, and
Uh-huh.
he's so much fun. And I've done a few with Gerald, and
Uh-huh.
we always have a good laugh. I love Gerald. He's so
Isn't he
much fun
great?
to be
Yeah,
around.
he's
He is.
great. And Kelly calls me the Barbara Walters of the spiritual community.
Oh, yeah, you're wonderful, Ali, definitely.
Oh, that's sweet.
I can tell.
Yes. Hello, Alice Leong. It's good to see you here. I haven't seen you in a while.
Oh,
Yay.
hello. Nice to meet
Yeah.
you. So many
All
people
right,
I've not
folks.
seen.
So oh yes, Faye says that's what brought her to the channels as well. The
Yeah.
orange idiot in there. You got
Yeah.
a crazy guy there though in England as well. Do you think he's
Yeah.
going to last? Do you
Oh,
think he's
I don't think so. And
no,
but
no.
it's depressing, isn't it, with these people in these
I
kind of
know.
positions?
No, it
You
is.
kind of
It
think,
is.
oh God, what? And you just don't have faith in them sometimes. And it's like, you wonder where the world's going, don't you? And
I know.
especially with everything that's going on.
How do
And you
these
just think,
dinglings get these jobs? Yeah.
Ali, that's exactly what I was thinking today. I was like, how do these people get these positions?
Yeah.
They need
Yeah.
somebody who's very spiritual in these positions, I think, that can see everybody's point of view and kind of,
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
yeah,
Well, most of us who are in this community, at least on this side of the pond, are not real happy or are not Trump people. or they
No.
wouldn't be here, you know. But
I don't know many people that are Trump people, to be honest.
no, I know them, but we have a lot of people here. I have a neighbor that oh my God, he has a truck.
Really?
And he
Yeah.
has a flag that's 8 feet high and 8 feet wide, and it says Trump 2024 on it. And
Oh,
he goes by my
gosh.
house about 50 times a day
Oh,
with his silly flag. Yeah, it's kind of
Oh,
silly.
it's silly. I know. Just not
Oh dear.
fair.
So let's open this up a little bit. Let's if you've got any questions, we could probably take, I don't know, we got about 25 minutes or something like that. So
Yeah.
oh, Andrea, she's so funny. No one remembers who Julie is, the cruise director on the Love Boat. That's who she used to call me.
Oh.
That's funny. Yes, so please leave any questions, or you just want a card pull for the day, whatever. Or if you have, if you want to ask Ben a question, you can ask him. If he doesn't want to answer it, he can tell you he doesn't want to answer it. That's fine.
No, ask away. It's fine.
Rewards ambition. That's how people that aren't worthy.
Hi,
yes. Ben. Yeah. I know. Yeah, and I don't blame you. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Yep. I know.
Anyway. I know.
Yeah.
Makes you wonder what's going to happen, doesn't it?
Well, it does. I was surprised this morning that the NATO has decided to have well, they're not going to, storm into Ukraine.
Yeah.
But they're doing something for the very first time, and they are assembling NATO troops to respond if they come over any borders, because all those people are. And it's funny. I looked it up last night. I looked up how to get into NATO. That's what I looked up.
Yeah.
And I thought, why can't they just make him a NATO country? And they applied 20 years ago, and that's how long it takes, it said.
Yes, I heard this, and they were saying that they still haven't been put into it, and they still say it's going to take longer. And it's crazy, isn't it?
It is crazy. And I thought to myself, if they could just make him a NATO, then we probably all could just go in there real fast and get it all taken care of.
Yes. Absolutely. It's awful, isn't it? Because I've got someone that I speak to on YouTube who's in Hungary, and I need to contact them actually just to make sure they're okay, because they're on the border of what's going on.
Okay.
You worry about things, don't
I do. My daughter's beloved, his mother is over in Romania, which isn't right there, but it's close enough. It's not real exciting to me. No. She's alone there.
And you think, don't you, everything, like we've just had COVID and now we've got this, and you just think, oh my gosh, surely the world needs a break.
Somebody said that Putin, I would be interested to know if he has long-term COVID. They're saying that it's made him crazy. And that, because he's always been kind of crazy, but this is really strange. Gerald wants to know what you got coming up on your channel. Are you going to do more collabs?
Oh, Gerald, let me get my diary out. If I've got, it's over
on your channel. He wants to know what's going to be on your. Okay.
On my channel, yes. Hang on. Oh, I've got the diary here. So, because Gerald is coming up on my channel.
Okay, good.
And I forget the dates. I'm terrible with dates. So, I have.
Okay.
So yes, the next live I've got is with Gerald and Jamie and Patrice, and we're talking about a tarot deck called the Lovely Day Tarot, which I've just done a flip through on. But it's from a lovely lady called Vivian, who created the deck, and she did it through Kickstarter, but unfortunately she didn't get enough funding for it. So I was really sad, because it's such a lovely deck, and I think it was just because not many people knew about it. So Gerald had a wonderful idea to get together on a live and really kind of push the deck out there, and make people aware of it for her. So, and the lady's lovely, a lovely lady, the creator is. So I really hope that works. So that'll be nice.
That's good.
Then I've got another live with Gerald on the 14th. These are all with Gerald.
Gerald. We love Gerald.
We do. Which is to talk about the Sevenfold Mystery Deck, which is by Robert M. Place. So that'll be good with Robin from Toasted Tarot. And then on the 16th, I've got readings on my channel with Gerald and Tanji. And then on the 18th, I'm with Kelly. and we're going to be doing readings.
You're a busy guy.
Yeah.
And you have a full-time job as well?
I do have
Oh
a
my
full-time
goodness.
job as well. I know.
Yeah,
But you
me
know
too.
what?
Me too.
I thought it would be really difficult juggling this, but I kind of find it's my social life a little bit.
I understand.
You know, and
Yeah.
it's
Yep.
I kind of
It's
treat
like
it
if you
like
don't
that.
do it, you feel like,
Yeah,
I want to, yeah,
I want
something's
to get
missing.
involved.
Yeah, I want to get
Yeah,
involved somehow. Yeah, good
yeah.
call. Good call.
So yeah, that's what I've got on so far.
All right. What does my grandpa on dad's side want to say to me? All right, we'll see what we can find out for you, Faye. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, Kelly, I gotcha. Who else? Patty. Oh, Deb Z says she saw a tweet that says grandmas are throwing Molotov cocktails to defend themselves. And we in the United States are all pissed off because people had to wear a mask. You know, I get that. I get that. I get that so well. And there was an 80-year-old man actually yesterday, I believe, that went to sign up for duty in the Ukrainian army or whatever.
Really?
And he said he was going to walk and stand beside his grandchildren.
Oh God,
And
that's so
amazing.
lovely.
It is. It is. They're like heroes to me. Yeah.
That's lovely thing to do. Right. What does my grandpa on my dad's side want to say? Okay. I'm pulling an oracle card as well with this one, Ali.
Okay.
I do like a good oracle.
Do it. Do it. There we go. Nice for you, Faye.
Okay.
Oh, thanks, Lauren. I will. I'll check it out. Ooh. I got a cool card here.
Okay. Do you want to go first, Ali?
I get seeing beyond. Look at this. Seeing beyond, and look at third eye. It's got the triangle there. Triad, Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. You know, look at the star in one eye. There's a star in one eye, and there's lots of other stars around. I've never gotten this card before, Faye. So I'm guessing that Grandpa is saying to you, see beyond what is right in front of you. If you want to, you know, you may not see me physically, but I'm right here, and make sure you open up to hear me when I'm speaking with you. I try to do it in your dreams. That's what I feel.
Wow.
Yeah, very good.
That's a powerful card. So I've pulled 3 cards, and I've got remain positive, Faye, and forgiveness here. So I feel, and also no need to worry. So I feel that, you know, the message coming through is to remain positive about a situation that might have you had some kind of fallout, or has there been some kind of a relationship with someone that isn't going quite well, or hasn't, and perhaps things, you know, it's saying that you need to remain positive and make sure that there's that forgiveness there, but it's also saying not to worry about what's going on at the moment for you. Everything's going to be okay, and I get a really kind of strong feeling that things are going to be okay, and for you not to worry about a thing. But it seems like you've gone through something, maybe some sort of hardship, but everything's going to be fine. So I hope that resonates with you.
Yeah. Thanks, Faye. Thank you for the question.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. All right. Let's see if I can find the next one. Yeah, Kelly wonders if we have any messages from her guides.
Sure.
Okay. Marvita, I agree with you. It is good to visit our other channels so new subscribers can meet you and go check your channel out and sign up. So yeah, I'm gonna, while we're doing this, I'm gonna put up Ben's channel again for you.
Thank you. Okay. So, Kelly, I have, if you believe, trust, and again, no need to worry. So I think, Kelly, that sometimes you doubt yourself, and I don't think you need to. I think you need to trust yourself and believe that what you're doing is wonderful. I don't know if you are doubting yourself on anything, but I would say that you need to trust yourself and listen to yourself, because what you're doing is working really well. And it feels to me like there's nothing that you need to worry about. Everything's going as it should. That's what I feel the message is coming through, is to empower you to keep going down this path that you're going down. And I know Kelly does a lot on well-being and things like that. And I think it's important that you trust yourself with that, Kelly, because I think you're doing really well with the messages that you're giving out. Yeah.
Awesome. She really is. She is,
Yeah.
she started her channel sort of like I did in some ways, because when I started, I wasn't a tarot reader, and I used to doubt that I could be anything more than just like a spiritual person. So I came up with the idea to bring in other people, and as I have, I've learned more.
Yes.
But and I had to change my mindset and say, yes, I can do this.
Yeah.
This is not, this isn't. And I think we all have those doubts.
Absolutely.
Oh, look at Kelly. You're broken open, girlfriend. You're broken open.
Wow.
And you're shining. Woo-wee.
That's
Look
fab.
at the heart chakra, and look at the head, the crown chakra. Beautiful, beautiful energies.
Wow.
Yep. You were broken open, and you're on your way. Absolutely. Yes.
That's
Kelly
a lovely
has
card.
it is a lovely card. Yeah. Thank you so much, Kel.
Thanks, Kelly.
Yeah. Patty G, her daughter Jennifer, applied for Carnival Cruise Lines for executive assistant. Ooh-wee! Good for her, Patty. I hope she gets it. Let's check it out. That's awesome.
Okay. Okay.
I want to make sure I didn't. All right. Hi, Juno. Hi, Varying Redbeard. Wow, that's a cool name.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Carnival Cruise Line. You know what that means? That means she can also probably get vacations free on them.
Yes.
If she really wants to, So I'm just going to use my pendulum here. It doesn't want to give me an answer. It keeps going straight and then round. So they're unsure. That's what this says anyway.
Yes, I have. So it's not a yes and it's not a no, but I've got there's something better. And also I pulled a tarot card, which is the 9 of Cups, which is the wish card. So it tells me that if she doesn't get it, something better is going to come along that she's wished for. Yeah. So it's a positive thing either way. But I would say if she doesn't, don't panic, because she'll get something that she's wished for anyway. So yeah.
Yes, she needs to keep her ears wide open. She's going to hear about it. She's going to hear about this something better, I believe.
Wow.
So yeah, look at how big those ears are. They're so cute. Yeah. But yeah, tell her to keep her ears open. Or
I love that, Ali. That's synchronicity, isn't it?
It is. I love very much. This is the Oracle of the 7 Energies. I don't know if you are familiar with it or not.
I'm not. I was just thinking that. I was thinking, oh, I wonder what deck that is.
Yeah, it's Colette Baron Reed, and she does the Oracle of the 7 Energies. Yeah, I feel really a good affinity toward it. So
yeah,
it seems to be nice. So yeah, don't tell her not to be discouraged, Patty, if she doesn't get it. Remember, this or something better now manifests for me in totally acceptable ways for the highest good of all concerned. Amen. Absolutely. All right, Gerald is being persistent. Are you planning more tarot card discussions?
I
Not
have
maybe
such.
that have already been made, but maybe for later.
Yes, I am, Gerald. Yes,
Okay.
because a lot of we have done things on the channel where me, Gerald, and Richie have discussed compared tarot cards, and I had Chris on from Elemental Cartomancy, and we talked about the different comparisons with tarot cards, and I was looking at doing different comparisons because we had a guy on Gerald's channel called Mark from Astro Tarot, and he was very interesting to listen to about how he sees different decks and the continuation of some cards. So I am thinking about it, Gerald, definitely. And if you want to join me, Gerald, I would love you to, because he knows I'll invite him anyway. So yeah,
Great.
I am.
That's
Yeah,
great.
definitely.
That's great. And I'm always available as well. So keep that in mind, Gerald. All right. And anyone else here that wants me on, that's fine. Whoops. Oh, God. I hate that when it gets big and then gets small. What is this? Deb H. Was that squirrel a message from my dad or just a squirrel? Must be she saw a squirrel.
Oh, okay. Let's have a look. Was it from your dad? Oh.
This is so nice. I love your energy, Ben. It's very,
Oh, thank you.
it's very loving, but it's also very calming.
Oh, thank you very much. That's really nice to say. That means a lot. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Deb. So the answer I've got is unlikely, but that doesn't mean that it wasn't something like a guide or someone spiritual that wants to perhaps send you a message. I too also believe that when we see squirrels sometimes, that they act in such a way that we think, oh, that's, and just because it's not a family member, it doesn't mean that it's not someone who is a guide for you or another member of your family that wants to kind of, perhaps pass a message on. The fact that you've noticed it and thought that it could be your dad says to me that actually
brought him right to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Did.
So and there you go. So yeah, don't be discouraged by that. It's you've obviously seen something there. So yeah,
absolutely.
Brought it to you.
Yep. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath and look at the smile on the Buddha's face. It's gorgeous. Yeah, I agree with Ben. I think that because you thought it was dad came by.
Yes.
And so sometimes maybe these things that remind us of somebody on the other side, they're just signals to us to bring in somebody that we feel comforted by. Yeah.
And when you think about your family on the other side, I think that's when they come to you as well, because you're thinking of them. So they're obviously around in your space, aren't they? So
absolutely.
It's there.
Yep. So Kelly gives you some feedback here, Ben. Believe is my mom's favorite word. I have it all over my home, and you are spot on. Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Awesome.
Thanks, Kelly.
Yeah.
That's lovely.
Okay, so I just want to reword this, Marlene. Let's say, do we see anything good happening? I don't want to talk about anything negative. I understand what you're saying, but let's try to skew it to the positive.
Yeah, I agree. Let's look at what's positive for you, Marlene. Yeah. That's fab. Oh, hi, Dean from the Hermit's Corner.
Hi, Dean. Okay. Yeah, how are you?
Dean, I haven't forgotten. We need to go and do readings together as well. I keep thinking I need to go back on his channel as well.
Yeah. I know there's so many people and so little time.
I know. I wish there was more time. That's the thing, isn't it?
Yep, it is. It is definitely. Yep. Yeah.
Right. Let's have a look.
All right. Okay, Marlene, no worries. Oh, I got a good card. Woo-hoo.
Okay.
It's good to see everybody here. Thank you so much for coming. We got a good group. And I did put Ben's channel into the chat, and after the show is over, it will be up but it comes up really well under Beneficial Tarot. So
thank you. Oh,
Isn't he, Juno? He is a sweet, or Juno thinks you're a sweet soul.
oh,
And,
thank you.
and Kelly says, yes, you could probably do a meditation video. And,
Oh.
What is it? Challenge Matthew McConaughey or something. I don't know. It was cute.
Oh, thank you. That's lovely. I've always wanted to do a meditation video, actually.
Have you?
Yeah, because
Oh.
a couple of people have said to me now, "Oh, you should do a meditation video," and we have family members who are counsellors, so they would be able to kind of give me idea of what to do for meditation. So I might do that. That's a
Yeah, you
nice
should.
idea.
You have the voice, and I'm seeing it over and over. Yes, they're feeling it too. They're
Oh,
feeling
thank
that
you.
you're very calming presence.
Thanks,
Yeah.
guys. That's lovely. Okay, Marlene, I have a really nice message for you, and
Good.
it's support. And you know, I think from your message saying that is anything negative happening to you, it sounds to me like maybe something is happening to you that you perceive as negative. But this message is positive in that there is support there for you. So you know, look out for that support. I think it's coming to you. And you know, sometimes when we're in times like this, we do need that support, and don't be afraid to ask for help if you need it. So I think that's a really positive message.
I do
for you,
too.
Marlene.
I do too. Because we can't always guarantee everything is going to be really good.
No.
I will tell you guys, I'm not an astrologer, but I follow it. And I was reading the Pisces moon that's coming on March 2nd. Has wonderful, wonderful energy. It's like the best new moon. It's a new moon. It's the best one in a long, long time. And I happen to have my moon in Pisces to begin with. So I think I'm probably going to be a happier person. So that's always good. Marlene, for you, my dear, I get endless possibilities. Endless possibilities for you. This gal is sort of meditating, and she's sending out star and light right out of the crown chakra. But I believe that you have endless possibilities in order to make your life better. And as Ben said, maybe to connect with people that can help you as well. So thanks for your question. I did say I'm not going to take any more questions, but I have a couple of them in the queue. So let's get to those. Spirit guide message.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
possible. Yep. So I have Aspasia and Marita. I have you next. Okay. Thank you. What is your deck that you're using?
I am using the Angel Answers.
Ooh.
Oracle cards.
Oh, Radley Valentine.
Okay. Yes, love Radley
I like
Valentine.
Radley. Yeah, good.
But do you know, this was what brought me back to tarot actually. But I always pick this deck because it helped me with getting my YouTube channel. So yeah.
Wow.
So it's one of the. It means a lot to me.
Sure.
Right. Blessed 1111. So I have got the message I've got is recovery. Look for a sign and compromise. So it says to me that maybe you've been through a little bit of a difficult situation and that you need time to recover from it. Which, you know, and what it's saying here is just take that rest, take that time that you need, look for signs. I think you possibly are quite spiritual anyway, so I think you know when things come to you. But if you've had a situation with a particular person, maybe that there's a compromise that needs to be had in order to, you know, to make things better. So it's just saying, you know, perhaps conversation or connection needs to be had there. But look for a sign and take the time that you need to recover, and you'll be fine.
How is your son, Blessed 1111? He was in the hospital, I believe, and so when you started reading that, I believe that hopefully he's okay. I get here that you need to have a spirit of gratitude. So I agree. You just need to relax, Have a cup of tea, although that's not a cup of tea. It's a head with the lotus coming out of it. So yes, absolutely. You have a gift. You absolutely have a gift. And I think you know that because of your avatar name, that you have this gift. The lotus is there. But yeah. And we all need to remember to have a spirit of gratitude always. And it's hard sometimes when things go wrong and they're difficult to remember we got to do that. So
Yeah.
I hope your son is better, dear. Okay, this is a fun question. All right.
It's Beth. I love Beth. She's lovely.
Okay. Oh, I'm glad you brought some folks over here that are new to my
Yeah.
channel. Thank you.
I moved into my house in July. I continue to find glitter. Oh, okay. Glitter's a nightmare, isn't it? Sometimes it gets everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm a Virgo. Both are always clean. Sometimes I find little fake jewels, like play jewels. Oh, that's an interesting question. Right. Let's have a look. Okay. Wow. So straight away, Beth, before I've even pulled a card, I actually feel like someone's trying to give you a sign there.
Yeah. Yep. Thank you, Don.
Right, Beth. So you've moved into your house and I've got big happy changes. So there's been some great changes there. Now, I think if you believe, and I think you do, that is someone trying to give you a message, then I think there is someone trying to give you a message there. And before I pulled these cards, I felt like it was someone perhaps trying to let you know something, and especially glitter, because it's fun. It's, you know,
Yes.
the message is no need to worry. This is, you know, nothing for you to worry about, that someone's giving you this message. I think someone's being playful with you, and they're actually just letting you know that they're there. So I don't know if you've got anybody that's passed on, maybe, but they're letting you know that they're having fun. They want to, you know, and probably inject a little bit of that into your life. So yeah, I think it's great. I'd love that. I'd love to find a bit of glitter.
Wonderful. I'm wondering if she's got childlike energy in there, you know, that may have been from previous people that lived in that place. It's very possible.
Yes, that's interesting. Yeah,
I know.
Absolutely. Is that right, Beth? Let us know if that is the case.
Yeah. And she says she's a Virgo, and her hot floors and that tells me everything, because they're very fussy about things. So I understand you're saying it isn't left over from some other place or time. I've been cleaning all along, so it is very fun. It's it's almost, and Andrea says it's like fairy energy, and I agree with that. Yeah. And I get, it is what it is. It is what it it is what it is. It's to get you to lighten up. To get you to lighten up. Yeah.
Someone's playing, like, fun, being fun, I think. Because I think Beth's quite a lovely, fun person. That's the impression I get. Definitely. And I just pulled magic as well.
Oh, so. There you go. Yeah. That's a great question, though. What a great question.
I love that.
I mean, I think I'd be kind of fun. I think it would be really kind of fun to, you know, just be there and have that energy around you. Wow. That's a great question. Thank you, dear.
Thanks, Beth.
Merita's mirror. What does my soulmate want me to know?
Ooh. Let's have a look.
Yes, it does look like it had sparkles on the floor. That's true, Juno. Yeah. Wow. Oh, good to hear that your son is doing better. I'm glad.
Oh, that's
Blessed 1111. Yeah. She carries the magic all the time because she has the repeating numbers, which is very nice. Yeah.
I love that name. It's a lovely name. That
I know, it is a lovely name. Yeah. Hi, Craig Dixon. It's good to see you. And Sam the Reiki Master.
Hey, Craig and Sam.
By. Yeah. Okay. Just a bunch of great people here today. Thank you for coming. Oh, Beth liked your reading. Yeah. Great reading. Yeah, I
Oh,
love that. Yeah.
thank
I
you,
think
Beth.
I think your experience is fabulous, Beth. Oh my
I
God.
do. I'm
Yeah.
jealous, Beth.
Yeah.
I want glitter on my floors.
I wouldn't be able to see it because I have carpet everywhere. You know,
Yeah.
I just see things, shiny things. My
Yeah.
dogs would, yeah.
Oh,
That's so funny. Oops, I didn't put up the question. Sorry. Oh, it was
no,
there,
that's
but it
okay.
went away. Sorry. So
What does my
Marita's mirror.
soulmate?
Yeah, I love her avatar. It's so cute.
Yeah, I love Disney. That's from Pixar, I think, isn't it? I love
Okay.
that's
Okay.
fab. So I have, what does my soulmate want me to know? So we've got compromise here. So some sort of compromise there, Merida, and also trust. So this is
Mm-hmm.
saying to trust your instincts and what you feel is right for you. Go with that. Trust yourself,
Mm-hmm.
and that will lead to some sort of opportunity for you. So it sounds to
Excellent.
me like there's new things coming in. So that's very positive. So I
Yeah,
hope that makes sense.
that's great. And I love elephants. I really love elephants. But
I
look at
like
the
elephants.
tender embrace, a
Oh,
tender embrace. So your soulmate is saying, I love you. I'm giving
oh,
you a
that's lovely.
tender embrace. And, that's not easy to do when you're that big.
No,
The elephants,
absolutely.
anyway, not Marita. Oh, there you
I
go.
love elephants, though,
I
in any
know.
depiction. I love like ornaments of elephants and anything like that.
Uh-huh.
They're just lovely creatures.
Right. Yep. Wow. She says, is he sending me his songs? Is he sending him? Oh,
Oh,
well, that's very possible. I'm a big
yeah,
person that hears songs and know who they're from because
yeah,
they'll be just in my head. Or
yeah.
I turn the radio on and there they are.
And they come
So,
on the radio, yeah.
yes, yes. Actually, I went to get some coffee this morning and I came back and one of Rupert Holmes, he's the one that if you like pina coladas, that song, the you probably
Yes.
maybe you don't know it. But anyway, there's another
No, I
one he
don't.
did and it's from many years ago and it's called Him. What's she
Oh,
gonna do
yeah,
about him? And it came on and I know exactly who sent me that song
yeah,
because,
yeah.
you know,
And I really believe that with songs. I
I do
think,
too.
especially
Yeah.
like when you hear it on the radio or it comes on and it reminds you of something or somebody, and it's like, wow, you know.
Hmm. Oh, thank you, Craig. Craig's guides say hello, and Clara and Jack. Thank you.
Hey,
I'm glad to
Craig.
hear that. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Ben. Please
thank
check out
you.
Beneficial Tarot, and also he makes his way on a lot onto Tarot Stash and other channels, including Kelly's channel, where he'll be on March 18th
Yeah,
at A Dozen Cats for Me. So
yeah.
thank you so much.
Thanks, everyone, and
Blessings
thank
to
you, Ali.
everybody. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.